Hey guys, Future CJ here at the start of the video. Yes, I had posted this video earlier, but then I got some new information that you'll understand later on. But of course, this video is about the whole Jonah Hill situation and all that stuff. And I got the new information I got was the actual date of their breakup, which was sometime in August. I forget the actual full on date. It was August of 2022, meaning that has been almost a year since they broke up, and now she's bringing it up right after he has a kid with his current partner. That makes no sense to me. But anyways, let's get back in with the actual video. Start the video. Good morning, everybody. It is KR0. I am recording this at 5 o'clock in the morning, okay? Before I have to go to work. And, I know it's shocking that I'm making a video, like, right after the last video. I posted the last video yesterday morning at 9 o'clock. But I had to get this out because I just got more information about this whole Jonah Hill situation. So, what I didn't know ahead of time, because I don't follow celebrities like that. I will all of a sudden hear about a celebrity and maybe like look up a Wikipedia every once in a while, or if something comes up on like YouTube or something like that, I'll happen to find out about a celebrity then or there and all that stuff. I mean, shoot, the only celebrity I would actually put more focus on, if I were to put any focus on, would probably be Mae Whitman, because, well, I've had a crush on her for a good minute. However, it's like you'll follow the ones that you have a crush on, but not the ones that you don't have a crush on, or like the ones that you are highly invested in, but rather than the ones that you're not highly invested in. Like, for instance, I was a big fan of Will Smith before the slap. And I was also a big fan of Chris Rock. And when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, I was pissed off with Will Smith. And of course, I just felt for Chris Rock. And regardless of what Chris Rock does afterwards, shoot, I'm not going to be upset with him. I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't think that G.I. Jane joke was that bad, because even I would have thought that, because I didn't know anything about Jada Pinkett Smith's alopecia at the time. But, to each their own. Anywho, Jonah Hill situation. So, one thing I learned recently, thank you, Abba and Preach, for bringing this up in their last video about the whole Jonah Hill thing, is that Jonah Hill just recently had a baby with his current girlfriend. Let's see. Let me bring up the research I did earlier. I having a look at Wikipedia, and I had no idea about this because I can't say that Wikipedia is like the best resource, but it usually has a decent amount of research. There's usually decent amount of research put into like some of these Wikipedia posts, unless somebody just happens to add something that they shouldn't have added. However, this Wikipedia post, I looked at his personal life, and it says, in June 2023, people reported that Hill welcomed his first child with girlfriend Olivia Millar. Now, the whole thing that we got going on with, Jonah Hill, boundary texts and all that stuff, happens to be with his ex girlfriend, Sarah Brady, who is a professional surf instructor. Okay. Now, my question is, how long ago did they actually date? Because if he's expecting his first child with his current girlfriend, Olivia Miller, right? It means that obviously their relationship ended, right? And you remember the text. The text. All right, so let's look at all these. Well, let's look at the middle one. Jonah Hill's text message to her. This was December 2nd, 2021. Okay, it's 2023 now. So he said, plain and simple, if you need surfing with men, boundless, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places from your wild recent past, beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful. I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. These are boundaries for romantic partnership. My boundaries with you based on the way these actions have hurt our trust. Now, everybody keeps saying, "Oh, see the Well, she even posted. Sarah Brady posted, "See the misuse of term of the term boundaries." Well, let me ask you a question. When did they break up? Because I can't seem to find the info like of when they broke up. Because I mean, shoot, the way he's laying it down right here was that, hey, look, these are my boundaries for our relationship. If we're gonna continue forward in this relationship, uh, these are this is how I feel. Now, obviously, their relationship didn't last. Like he's in a new relationship, and he just welcomed his first baby with his current girlfriend. So, how is it? How is it? How is it toxic? That's the question I'm trying to figure out. Like he's saying, okay, this is how I feel. Um, should things should go while we're in a relationship? All right, yeah, some of them are a little bit like kind of out of control, given the fact that she's a surf instructor. That's her thing, but at the same time, he's making a list of boundaries that he wants to do. Maybe we don't know the full context. Like I said in the last video, we don't know the full context of everything. But what we do know is that they've been broken up. They've been broken up. He just welcomed a child with his current girlfriend. Who knows how long they were together? If his current girl, if they broke up right after this text message was sent, like shortly after he sent that text message to Sarah Brady, well then doesn't that mean that he he thought that the relationship was amicably they came to a conclusion where she didn't want to go along with his plan, so they broke up. Did he say anything horrible? Doesn't look like they said anything horrible to each other. uh doesn't seem like Jonah Hill said anything horrible to her, but I mean, afterwards. And you know what? I find it funny how, like, because I'm looking at these images right now. Like, I'm looking at these images right now. And let me go ahead and show you. All these other images don't have, like, a date to it. So all this stuff could have happened during, at any given moment. Like, there's no timestamps, but the only timestamp that we got is December 2nd, 2021. So as far as I know, as far as I'm concerned, they might have broken up shortly after this message was sent. He perfectly states it. He's like, I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you, if you can't be respectful for all this, if you need this, if you need all of this, then I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. We're just not going to go. We're just not going to be in a relationship anymore. Like, I'm sorry. That's how I feel. Tell me, how is that toxic? He's literally saying, "Look, I don't like." He's literally trying to say that, like, okay, this is how I feel if we want to stay in the relationship. If you can do this, I mean, because who knows? She probably gave him a list as well of things that he shouldn't do if he wants to stay in a relationship with her. We don't know, but he's literally saying in that whole thing that, like, if you know if she feels the need to have all this, hey, cool, I support it, but I just can't continue on a actual romantic relationship with you if that's how you feel. Now, a lot of people have been saying using the gaslighting word. How's that gaslighting? If you're pretty much telling somebody right then and there, hey, look, if you want to do all this stuff, and we don't know all the context. If you want to do all this stuff, hey, cool, I support it. I support it. I fully support it. As like maybe a friend would support it, but I can't be in a relationship with you because with this. And so, hey, I'm cutting it out. I'm cutting it down. You know, we can move our separate ways, basically. How's that toxic? That's not even gaslighting. That's not even trying to keep somebody in a relationship. That's just saying, hey, look, you want this? If you want these things that I can't like kind of be comfortable with, cool, do that. We're just gonna have to break up. Let's break up. I'll find somebody who would be more interested in what I want, would be more of a romantic partner for me, and you find another person who's more of a romantic partner for you that can actually go along with that. That's simple. I don't know why everybody's sitting there thinking this whole little thing. Like, why is it gaslighting if he's sitting there telling you, hey, look, we can go our separate ways if you don't want to do that? If you wanted to take care of this. And I'm all for you doing that. Like, gaslighting would be like trying to keep a person in a relationship. And I use that text message mainly because of the fact that that was the biggest text message. That was the main focus of like this whole Jonah Hill situation. And now we got all this other stuff, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Why we gotta add all this other stuff? We don't know when this other stuff starts. So, and like, here's the thing. We get all these other things about like, okay, well, I've seen like, okay, Jessica Valenti states this of a writer, Jessica Valenti. I'm sorry, I'm having bad words because I'm just waking up. Anyway, I've seen folks tweet that if actually, I should show it to you. So I'm reading this text from Jessica Valenti. Maybe I can increase the size. Hold on. Now Jessica Valenti wrote, I've seen folks tweet that if Jonah Hill wanted a girlfriend who didn't post bathing suit pictures or have guy friends, he shouldn't have dated a surfer. But here's the thing, emotionally abusive and controlling men don't want submissive women. They want to take strong women down a peg. Oh. Okay, again, I state. Oh, and Marcella Arguella. Jonah Hill is a great example of that old saying: "Give a man some therapy, and you heal him for a day. Teach a man therapy words, and you feed his manipulation for a lifetime." Again, how is it manipulation? He just said all he said was, if you need this, plain and simple. If you need this, I'm not the right partner for you. The key word there is I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. Basically, if these things bring you happiness and it bothers me, you know what? Hey, it's all good. Let's just break up. We'll find we'll each find move on to somebody who can fit our things, our what makes us happy. We'll go along with it. That's how I look at it. That's how I interpret it. And I'm keep the more I keep turning around and all that stuff, I feel like I am. Ugh, it's giving me very weird MLD vibes after that one video. Ugh, I don't like it. Anyways, but how is it like? How is it emotionally abusive and controlling? Like, how is he emotionally abusing her and controlling her? He's pretty much saying, "Hey, look, here's an out for you. Like, if you really need to do this, hey, I'm supporting you. Let's. This is an out for both of us. Let's get out of this. Like, let's not stay in this relationship. Just stay toxic." Have you noticed that? Like, emotionally abusive and controlling men don't want to give you an out. They're just gonna sit there and like uh constantly make it feel like it's all about them. He's sitting there supporting the fact that, okay, look, let's move on amicably. Let's end the relationship. If we shoot again, like they don't want submissive women. They want to take strong women down a peg. Yeah, if you want a submissive woman, guess what? Yeah. If you want strong, if you want to do that, if you're emotionally abusive and controlling, and you want to take a strong woman down the peg, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna sit there. You're gonna get into a relationship with them, and you're not gonna want her to leave. You're not gonna sit there and say things like, "Hey, look, this is my boundaries, and if you can't abide by those boundaries, well, if you are pushing those boundaries, well, guess what? Maybe we should end these things. Maybe we should end it." An emotionally abusive and controlling person is going to sit there and keep trying to figure out a way to guilt trip you into staying with them. And anytime you say, "Okay, well, I guess I'm going to leave," they're going to sit there and try to be like, "No, no, no, wait, hold on, hold on. What can I do to like keep you here? You know, what can I do to keep you with me?" It's never that like it's never like that, and like again, all these other text messages, all these other messages, right? The only one that we have right here is December 2nd, 2021. Who knows? They could have broken up shortly after this. We don't have any context. We don't have any of that. She just posted these, and like I don't think she planned on having that particular like that date included in there. Because after you had that date included in there, I want to know what the dates for all this other stuff was. She had me agree to paddle away from any man that approached me in the water, no matter his age. I was instructed to say, "I'm going to talk to my boyfriend," and then paddle away. Okay. Like, you don't know when all of this happened. Like this could have she could have brought this up to her friend, which it looks like she's talking to a friend of hers. She could have brought that up months later, like after they had broken up, and she's sitting there just doing that. Oh, good start. You don't seem to get it, but it's not my place to teach you. I've made my boundaries clear. You refuse to let go of some of them. Let go of some of them. And you made that clear, and I hope it makes you happy. So that means he probably broke up with. From what I can tell, it's like um either they were starting to try to fix things, and then they like uh he said something. I don't know. It's so hard to figure out what's what in these situations. Like the only one I have to go on is the December 2nd, 2021. And then not only that, but the fact that she's bringing this up right after he has a baby with another woman that he's in a relationship with now. It just makes no sense to me. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Oh no. But yeah, I just wanted to show you all the new information I found out about the whole Jonah Hill situation, and just kind of give you another like opinion of it, because a lot of people are just sitting there using these like, I want to say, horrible tactics to just kind of make him look worse and worse and worse because of the fact that he said this. And now, but once you realize, factor in the fact that he's in a relationship with somebody else already, and he just had a kid, and obviously things didn't work out between him and his ex-girlfriend. Like when I first heard about this stuff, and I was like going back and forth between whether or not to consider it like kind of toxic or consider it like not toxic. I thought they had his ex-girlfriend, him and his ex-girlfriend Sarah Brady had just broken up, like it was just recent, and then she released these texts. But no, he's been in a relationship with somebody else, and they just had a baby. How long? Like, can somebody give me like an idea of when they actually when they actually broke up, when him and Sarah Brady broke up? With all this new evidence, it kind of gives me a little bit like, what? Why are you looking? Like, I can understand it if y'all were like in the middle of your relationship. Heck, but still, why you gotta post this shit online? This was obviously a private conversation between you and him. And if he was being toxic, yeah, if it was being well, if it was really really big that he was being toxic, yeah, it would have been important for this. But it's they're not in a relationship anymore. Now we're talking about Sarah. Like, you get what I'm saying? He's a celebrity. So now we're talking about like his his ex girlfriend Sarah Brady. We're not talking about her, and we have like, was she that big of a deal before his relationship with her? No. Was she that big of a deal after they broke up? Probably not. And then all of a sudden she released this, and now her name's everywhere. Like, part of me feels like it's clout chasing, but at the same time, I'm also willing to, like, if there's more context, if I get some more context that actually fits her narrative of him being toxic, then I will gladly shut my mouth and I'll gladly say this. But there's not enough context, and as far as it's concerned, like, it looks like he was already in another relationship and he's having a baby with his current partner, and then like all of a sudden now you want to drop the bomb. It seems very very messed up, man. It seems very messed up. Well, that's it for me. I gotta get ready for work. And I guess I'll talk to you guys later. All right, peace out.